Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom. Okay, so I want to get into a lesson starting off in Jeremiah, the 50th chapter and the 9th verse. So Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson to the elect. So I'll go ahead and I'll get straight into it. This is Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations. Okay, and the assembly of great nations is speaking about the former USSR. Okay, continuing on. From the North Country. That's right, it says from the North Country. And what's the North Country? That's speaking about Russia. Okay, so I read this from the top again. This is Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations. So like I just mentioned, we know the assembly of great nations is speaking about the former USSR. Okay, continuing on. From the North Country, and the North Country speaking about Russia, continuing on. And they shall set themselves in array against her. That's right. So we understand that they're going to come up against America, which is Babylon the Great. And you see that they're preparing to come up against America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, continuing on. Well, I'll read that again. And they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. Okay, and we understand that the arrows is speaking about their missiles. Okay, continuing on. None shall return in vain. That's right. It says none shall return in vain. Okay, so we understand that the spirit of the Lord will be on those missiles. And we understand that they're not going to miss, man. Okay, they're not going to turn around and go the other way. No, man, those missiles will be in perfect order, man. Okay, so we understand that these nations will collectively come up against America, which is Babylon the Great, during World War III, the third woe, and they're going to send 200 million warheads over here to America, which is Babylon the Great, to completely destroy this place, man. Okay, and we know that even America's allies will turn against this place, man. They're going to send missiles over here. The scripture goes into that in Revelation chapter 17 and verse 16. Okay, so we understand that it's prophecy. Okay, it's going to happen. Okay, whether you like it or not, whether you hear or forbear, we know that these prophecies will come to pass. Okay, so let me go ahead and get what else I had. Let me go to Revelation 11 chapter. Okay, and I'll start at the 14th verse. Okay, this is Revelation chapter 11 and verse 14. The second woe is past. That's right. It says the second woe is past. And the second woe is speaking about World War II. Okay, we understand that World War II has already passed. Okay, continuing on. And behold, the third woe cometh quickly. That's right. It says, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Okay, and the third woe is speaking about World War III. Okay, that's the third woe. And we know that this place, America, which is Babylon the Great, will be destroyed during World War III, the third woe. Okay, even though we know that America, which is Babylon the Great, has missiles as well that's going to be used during this next World War, World War III, the third woe. The scripture goes to that in Isaiah, the 24th chapter and the 20th verse. Okay, and I'm going to get it. Okay, but we know, back to the point, that this place, America, which is Babylon the Great, will be destroyed during this next World War, World War III, the third woe. Okay, and it's not anything that the leaders of America, which is Babylon the Great, can do to stop this from happening, man. Okay, so let me go ahead and go to Isaiah, the 24th chapter. Okay, in the 20th verse. Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. And what's going to cause the earth to reel to and fro like a drunkard? Those missiles. Okay, like I was just going into, we understand that that main great destruction will come right here to America, which is Babylon the Great. But America has missiles as well. Okay, that's going to be used during this next World War. Okay, so that's what's going to cause the earth to reel to and fro like a drunkard. Those missiles being shot from both sides of the earth, as well as concentrated fire that's going to come from the chariots. Okay, so I read this from the top again. This is Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it. And when you look at this place, America, which is Babylon the Great, you see that this place is exceedingly wicked, under the rulership, under the vibration of Esau, Edom. Okay, all these things is contrary to the ways of the Lord. is being pushed and promoted here in America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, homosexuality, okay, bestiality, transgenderism. Okay, we understand that all these things are contrary to the ways of the Lord, but it's being heavily pushed and promoted under the rulership, under the vibration of Esau, Edom. Okay, so we understand that this damn devil has to go. We know that this place has to go, man. Okay, so I'll continue on. And it shall fall and not rise again. That's right, it says, and it shall fall and not rise again. Okay, so we understand that Esau's power structure will fail. Okay, no matter how many plans, they set for 20, 25, 40, 50 years, 100 years out. Okay, we understand that the Lord already appointed his bounds that he cannot pass, man. Okay, pursuant to Job chapter 14 and verse 5. Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll get what else I had. All right, let me go to Jeremiah, the 51st chapter. Okay, and I'll start at the first verse. Okay, this is Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 1. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind. Okay, and that destroying wind is speaking about the nuclear destruction that'll come to America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, that's the destroying wind. Okay, continuing on. This is Jeremiah chapter 51 in verse 2. And will send unto Babylon fanners. That's right, it says, and will send unto Babylon fanners. Okay, and the fanners is speaking about the other nations. Okay, that's going to come up against America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, continuing on. That shall fan her. That's right, it says that shall fan her. So how is it that these other nations will fan America, which is Babylon the Great? By sending missiles over here. Okay, that's how this place will be fanned, man. Okay, so I'll continue on. And shall empty her land. That's right, it says, and shall empty her land. Okay, so these buildings, these roads, these cars, okay, even you wicked people that's left down here in America, which is Babylon the Great, when those missiles are shot over here, will be destroyed with America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, continuing on. For in the day of trouble, they shall be against her round about. That's right, so we understand that these different nations will collectively come up against America, which is Babylon the Great, during World War III, the third woe, and they're going to send missiles over here to completely destroy this place, man. Okay, and again, like I was going into, we know that that destroying wind is going into the nuclear destruction. Okay, that'll come to America, which is Babylon the Great. So let me go ahead and get what else I had. All right, let me go to Malachi, the 4th chapter. Okay, and I'll start at the first verse. Okay, this is Malachi chapter 4 and verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. That's right. And what's the day that's coming that's going to burn as an oven? When America, which is Babylon the Great, is being destroyed. Okay, that's the day that's coming that's going to burn as an oven, when those 200 million warheads hit this place, as well as concentrated fire that's going to come from chariots when the Lord returns. Okay, so we understand what's the day that's coming that's going to burn as an oven, when America, which is Babylon the Great, is being destroyed. Okay, continuing on. And all the proud, and who's proud? Esau, Edom. Okay, these damn devils are extremely proud. Salakia. 2/3 of our people are proud, and these other nations are proud as well, man. Okay, but what's going to happen to the proud? Okay, I'll continue on. Yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up. That's right. So we understand that they're going to get destroyed, man. Okay, that's what's going to happen. They're going to be left down here to get burnt up and destroyed. Okay, continuing on. Said the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. That's right. So we understand that after this place, America, which is Babylon the Great, is destroyed, this place will never be inhabited again, man. That's it for America, which is Babylon the Great. It's not going to be an Edomite to climb out of a bunker here and have sons and daughters in this place after this place is destroyed. No, man, once this place is destroyed, that's it for America, which is Babylon the Great, man. We'll never inhabit this land ever again, man. Okay, and like I went into, We know that main destruction will come to America, which is Babylon the Great, but it'll be missiles that will hit other parts of the earth, okay? But we'll never dwell in this land, America, which is Babylon the Great, ever again. But before this place is destroyed, we know that the CHIP, which is the MOTB, will be made mandatory. You won't be able to buy or sell without taking that CHIP. But if you take it, you will be destroyed. And we're constantly warning our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the Hebrew Israelites, to not take the CHIP, which is the MOTB. If you take it, you will be destroyed. Okay, but we understand that the elect will be delivered. Okay, we know that the elect will be beamed up unto the chariot when the Lord return, and they'll be able to see the nuclear destruction of America, which is Babylon the Great, from the chariot. Okay, so with that said, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson to the elect, and I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.